Hello amazing people, this is your little Pinay Jen. Welcome to my YouTube channel. For today's video, we all know that some people will love you as much as they can use you. Their loyalty will end where the benefits stop. It is very sad to me that some people are so intent to create stories that will convince you to give them your money and personal details. If you want to stay alert and protect yourself, please keep watching this video. There is no one group of people who are more likely to become a victim of a scam. All of us may be vulnerable to a scam at some time. Scams succeed because they look like the real thing and catch you off guard when you're not expecting it. So for today's video, I'm giving you the top form of scams in the Philippines. Number 1, Laglag bala, ninja bala, or bullet in a bag. They are all one and the same. If you don't know about it yet, let me enlighten you. These bullets were planted by heaven knows who as a modus by asking money from passengers. They plant bullets inside luggage when the passenger puts their bag through X-ray scanner. It triggers an alert to airport staff. Victims cried out of anger and frustration because the process of proving your innocence is long and tedious. Some are local, some are foreigners. Many of them were not able to continue their journey. I am not saying that Philippines is dangerous for that matter, because it really is not. Because even though the incidents have not been as frequent as before, it still pays to be sure. Make sure your bags are securely locked. Consider using your bag covers, wrapping, and always keep an eye on your luggage. Number 2. Have you ever heard about "I think I know you before" scam? You get to have small talks and get updated about each other's lives. But what if that person isn't someone you know and is just pretending to be? How does it work? A stranger claims he knows you or has seen you as he works at your hotel coincidentally. When they bump into them, it'll just happen to be their day off. Please be careful when these things happen to you. He or she can bring you to a spot where tourists don't know. Don't fall for it. It often ends to a robbery. Manila and other big cities is a hot spot for this scam, so be on the lookout. Number 3, taxi scam. The Philippines is like other countries, have a lot of greatness, but there is also room for occasional crime and some danger lurking around. Filipino taxi drivers have been known for taking advantage of foreigners by overcharging them. Always make sure that the meter be used to avoid being ripped off. The drivers will either use the longest routes to your destination to inflate your fare, or will not turn on the meter and charge you any amount they want. Sometimes they will take all your money you gave them with claims that the extra amount is a tip. Best ways to avoid getting scammed is for you to research. You can use online resources like Grab, Uber, and Taxi Fare Finder. Bring tracking tools, a pen, a paper, a camera, and a cell phone with map. These will help you track your route just to make sure you're in the right direction. You can use your camera to record your experiences. Always remember to have change and select carefully. Number 4 is a love scam. In this love scam, most of the victims learn that they have been deceived until it's too late, and they have already lost money or valuable information. Travelers having their holidays in the Philippines are being charmed by locals, either in person or online, with promises of love. Please be careful if you happen to experience this. In many cases of romance scam, the scammer tell their partner that they are unable to communicate during certain moments of the day, during long periods like a whole week, or suddenly disconnect and do not call back. This could be an indication that they are married and have a family, or that they are communicating with other foreigners for the same reason, to get their money. If this frequently happen, you be just another of their victims. I am not saying that Philippines or Filipinos are bad. What I am trying to say is that the reality of life, giving you the example of the phrase, only in the Philippines, or it's more fun in the Philippines, which can be read in various ways as an expression of pride in what we feel, our activities, attitude, and aspirations that are uniquely Filipino, yet also an expression of frustration, exasperation about systems and situations that we know are corrupt, unjust, or simply not good enough. I remember one of my subscribers tell a story about his experiences with a beautiful Filipina that he used to chat before. He said, after they feel comfortable with each other, this young Filipino woman starts to open up to him about family problems. That's when she started to share about her broken phone, sick parents, and later wants a Wi-Fi installed in their house. But the next thing happened is that he never heard again from her just right after when the Wi-Fi installed in their house. Until one day, another woman contacted him acting like a jealous boyfriend. That's when he found out that the woman he is communicating with is having an existing relationship with a lesbian. That was a crazy experience. Most people are willing to do what they can to help, and love scam exploit this. Scammers are taking things into the next level. By the version like in Manila, some of the freelancers are actually underage girls. They will have you take her to your hotel, and shortly after that, someone would bang into your hotel, and when you open the door, it will be a corrupt policeman. Then they will ask you why you are in this room with an underage girl. The girl will say, yes, I am underage. Then they will demand money, or you'll be arrested. Now you are trapped and a victim of a sabotage setup. Another case form of scam is that you've been talking to someone who appears to be at least 18 years old. You've also sent pictures and suggestive messages with the other individual. And suddenly, things change drastically. The individual you are talking to reveals they are minor. At this point, there are one of three most likely realities. First, the person with whom you're speaking is in fact a minor but not involved in a setup. Second, the person is in fact a minor and someone is claiming to be their parent reaches out to you and threatens to go to authorities if you don't pay some of money. Third, the person you've been speaking is not in fact a minor but nevertheless pretends to be one with the purpose of extorting money out of you. So guys, never send compromising photos or videos of yourself to anyone, whether you know them or you think you know them. Stop the communication immediately with these individuals and never send money, because it will not stop the criminal asking more money from you. And lastly, we are down to number 6, the ATM card. This happens all over the world. But ATM skimming in the Philippines is nothing new. Internet fraud in the Philippines is currently on the rise, especially nowadays of this pandemic affecting the whole world. People are becoming more desperate to survive and take money as fast as easy as they can. Filipinos and foreigners alike are not safe on both sides of the fence, whether as a suspect or a victim. If you notice, not all ATM machines can be trusted. Some don't work properly and may chew your card. If this is familiar to you, be careful. Others have devices attached to them by criminals to collect information. Sometimes they're taking their time, giving you a receipt while they copy down your details. By stealing your personal details and account numbers, the scammer may be able to borrow money or take out loans in your name. And once the scammer have skimmed your card, they can create a fake or closed card with your details on it. Then the scammer is now able to run up charges on your account. My advice is to alert your bank to your travel dates and look out any unusual transactions during and after your trip. So guys, if you are experiencing all of this form of scam, seek help through the number I put on my screen and on the description down below of this video. Thank you so much. I hope this video will help you.